pretty good distance. Hello everyone. I've been meaning to do this video for a very long time, so here it is. And the idea comes from Steve Spangler. He has this amazing channel, videos and experiments and websites, or his website's amazing. So this is from one of his collection. And the whole premise is that I want to launch a ping pong ball. And there's a lot of different ways we can do it. We can make a catapult and all kinds of cool things. But what we're going to use is a battery bulb filler. And you can get this at like Arbor Freight or O'Reilly's or any auto store, whatever. And I could just use this. This is all I would have to have. We'll modify it in a second. But all I have to do is take the ping pong ball, put it in the opening, and if I squeeze it, it pops out and goes off that. Anyway, that's all I would have to have, and I could make a ping pong ball launcher. But obviously there's definitely ways we can improve that. So what he did, and what we'll do, is attach a lantern sparker, and I got this at Walmart, so there you go. It was like $3. And we're going to attach it through the kind of the middle-ish area so that we have the sparker part inside the bulb, so that when we turn it, let's see if I can do it, we get a little bit of a spark. And the other thing we add, obviously, is a little bit of fuel, some combustible fluid. And what we use is 91% alcohol. It's flammable, but it has enough water content that it's a little less scary than gasoline, I guess. Okay, so these are the three things that we need for this project. Is the lantern lighter, so that was this thing right here. We have a screwdriver and our bulb. So with this, the first thing we need to do is remove the end cap. And so we just unscrew this a little bit and we can pull it off. But in here, there's an extra flint, so we don't want to lose that because if you use it enough, you'll have to replace this one here. To do that, you just unscrew this. There's a spring that comes out, put the new flint in, screw it back down, just making sure that it's aligned with the wheel, just like it is. So this rest of the stuff, let's go ahead and take that off too. We have our nut and other things. Wait, is it a bolt? No, it's not. Okay, so there's this other part right here. Now this I can slide off if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. This is what I can adjust for how far in I want this to be. Now I don't want it to be super close, but I don't want it to be so far away that it hits the other side. So I'm gonna just slide it to here, and then there's this little bitty wire thing that kind of goes through and touches the other side. And there's this little beveled edge there, or a trench, or whatever. What I could do is just turn it a little bit, and that kind of locks it in place so it won't slide back and forth. And that's going to help a lot when you turn the flint, like on this one. I don't want it to turn the whole thing. I just want it to turn the wheel right here. But if this isn't locked, it's just going to turn the whole thing. So I need that to be as solid as I can. So that's good. Now the tricky part for this whole thing is getting it through the hole. So I just took my screwdriver, punched a hole in it. So now I have my hole. It's about an inch from the bottom. It doesn't, I don't want it to touch the bottom, but I don't want it too far up. So it's right about there. And now I need to put this part, the flint, on the inside, obviously. The trouble is, if I push right here, this is going to pop out, my flint falls down, and it's not going to work. So I'm going to put my finger right there, and I'll hold it on. I'm going to carefully try and push it through. There we go. Pull a little bit so that I can see a couple threads. Put my nut back on. So I'll screw that pretty tight. Oops. nudged it. Pliers, helpful. Okay. Pretty good, I think. And then I need to put this thing back on without pushing it in. So I'll find the flat part, that's where the screw goes, and then I screw it down. Oh geez, okay. Making sure that that's tight. Okay, so now if I turn it, I get a little spark. So that'll allow me to put a little rubbing alcohol in. 91%. Put that off to the side. Put a ball in there. And the further you put in there, the more secure it is, the more pressure will build up on the inside, just like a combustion engine. And there we go. One more time, just for good measure. And we just flick it. Now sometimes the flame is still there, which can be scary. But all we have to do is suffocate the flame. So if we just grab something that's flat, we cover that up, cover up the hole, it'll burn up all the oxygen and then die out. So if I have it without the ball, I can just go like that, flames out. Usually it kills itself, but sometimes it stays like that, and so we cover it and it goes away. So this is a ping pong popper. It's pretty awesome, and I definitely suggest you make a ton of them and, you know, have fun with it. Thanks for watching.